Hello, everybody. Welcome to the instant match reaction of Leicester City 1, Aston Villa unbeaten away 2. So it's me, Kev, here in Richie's absence, doing another stint in the hot seat, but another fantastic win for Aston Villa. It was not an easy game at all. I think we all saw that, but 3 points is all that matters. Team news from the start. Obviously, we knew Cash was out, so it was a surprise inclusion for Lamar Bogard ahead of, I think many people thought it might be Kostin and Nadalkovic, but Bogard came in. There was an injury also to Jaden Philogene, so not on the bench, as along obviously with Cash and Diego Carlos as well. So a little bit shaky, I think, in terms of his performance, Bogard, but in the end, it didn't cost Villa too much. So the game itself, well, Watkins again having his opportunities, a couple of early chances for Ollie today. Can't seem to get the ball in the net at the moment, and you can see it's probably weighing on him a bit. A great pass from Tielemans, tries to take it round the keeper, and I think possibly should have tried to prod it towards goal first of all. That was the first chance. And then there was some brilliant play recovering the ball by Morgan Rogers. A cheeky little pass through the legs of the defender. Ollie trying to hold off his defender, got a decent shot away, but a great save by their keeper. So I thought he was unlucky with the second one, but he just needs that to drop in for him. It's now 7 games in the Premier League without a goal for Ollie, which is as long as a record as when he went without, I think it was 8 games a couple of years ago. So we need one to drop soon. So the first half, I thought we played pretty well. I thought we were pretty good. Um, obviously we were potentially going to rue those early chances missed, like we did in the Arsenal game. And then a moment of absolute quality. Austin McPhee, magic, a brilliant free kick routine, great touch as he's running through by Jacob Ramsey to get the ball, take it in his stride, drills it across the box. It's actually Watkins gets a little nick in it. So for all you FPL fans out there, you're not going to get the Ramsey assist. It's a Watkins assist. And who was there but the man again, who's now got his second goal in consecutive away games? It's Amadou Onana, and using his long legs to prod the ball into the net. And it was 1-0 Villa. Fantastic. As the game progressed from there, I just don't think it was great, really. The ref was pretty poor. I think Villa got 5 yellow cards today. Couple deserved, a few I thought were pretty dodgy. And for me, it easily could have been a game where Villa could have had a player or two sent off. Bogard was pretty lucky towards the end, actually, I think, in terms of not being sent off. So we go into the second half, and I think we've got to say that Leicester did start to come back into at the end of the first half, and they continued that in the second half. Emery made some changes. He brought off Onana, who was struggling with a bit of a knock, and he also brought off Ollie Watkins again quite early on, which I don't think would have pleased him, but he came on in the 61st minute. And in the 63rd minute, another moment of absolute magic. Brilliant ball from Barkley, nice and calm under pressure. It went out to Tielemans. Then Digne did a 1-2, out to Digne, 1-2 with Ramsey. Lovely cross in from Digne. And this man, the Colombian chaos, he's not a twin anymore, he's just the chaos man. John Duran with a brilliant looping header over the keeper. And it was 2-0 Aston Villa. Unbelievable. It wasn't a vintage performance, but on the back, obviously, of the disappointing result against Arsenal. And I think for Villa fans as well, probably a disappointing end to the transfer window. I think it was a welcome tonic to get that second goal in. Just when you think then we're going to start to control the game, Leicester getting down the left-hand side. Mavididi does a bit of trickery. Bogard is a bit rash. Luckily, misses him. Doesn't really matter in the end because he gets the cross in. It's headed back. And the new signing from Brighton, Buonanotte, fires it in through a couple of players. Martinez probably a bit unsighted. And it was 2-1. And yeah, it was a little bit nervy from there, if I'm honest, after that. A couple of times when I wasn't sure whether the ball was going to bounce around the box and maybe drop to one of their players. He made some more changes. I think a brave substitution to bring off Ramsey, obviously, who was a sub himself. Subbed him for Ian Maatsen. The right move because I think Maatsen gave us a bit of quality and a bit more work rate, if I'm honest, down that side. And also Ross Barkley came on, and I've got to say I thought Ross Barkley was really good today. I think he showed a bit of calmness in that midfield, a bit of quality, obviously a bit of physicality at times. And I think it's that type of away game where someone like Barkley's experience will really, really come to the fore. In the end, 7 minutes of injury time, but we just about managed to hang on. We go up to 6th in the league now, which is brilliant. Obviously, a couple more teams still to play. And after a tricky start to the season, West Ham away, not easy to go to at all. Arsenal at home, Leicester away. I think a lot of Villa fans probably would have predicted 3, maybe 4 points, 6 if you were feeling confident, maybe 5 if you thought we'd get a couple of draws in the first 2 games. So I think 7 points is a decent return from those 3 games. It keeps us in touch with the teams near the top. Obviously, 6 points. What am I talking about? We lost to Arsenal. But it keeps us in touch with the teams on 7 points in terms of Brighton and Arsenal, I meant to say. And likely if Man City and Liverpool win, they'll be on 9, but they won't be too far away from us. There are a few concerns. The squad's looking a little bit thin. And obviously the injuries, as they add up, Cash, Carlos, Philogene, it looks like Onana might have taken a knock as well. I think the international break comes at a good time for us because we've got 2 weeks off now, and then we play Everton at Villa Park. And by the way, Everton 2-0 up, conceded 3 goals in the last 5 minutes of the game, and a really, really bad defeat for them, and they still go looking for their first point of this season. But hey, it's about Villa. A great battling away win. That will really, really help, I think, galvanise that team. Backs were against the wall a little bit against the Leicester team that had come back earlier in the season against Spurs, I think it was, in their first game. So yeah, great win. Good to get another win away on the road, and a big shout out to John Duran because he's done it again, hasn't he? He's come off the bench and scored what was the winning goal. Obviously, what ended up being the winning goal against West Ham, and obviously the winning goal against Leicester. So there you go. That was your instant match reaction. We'll be back with a more detailed reaction to this, as well as a talking tactics early next week with Gareth. We're at 4,600 subscribers now, so we've hit that mark. So thanks to everybody that is supporting the channel. If you haven't already, please give this video a like, and if you haven't already subscribed, it would be great if you could subscribe. Spread the word, tell all your friends and Villa pals about this podcast if you like what we do. So there you go. I think from my perspective now, it's 2 weeks to relax, not think about Villa because there's no transfer window, which is nice, and come back fresh, ready for that test against Everton. As always, as we say, keep the faith, and remember, we'll follow the Villa.